my presumptuous punks. Today we will be updating what is arguably the best deck of the format.
This is one of those decks that I've been playing for the last couple weeks now, and I absolutely love the playstyle. It has one of the most broken field spells of all time, and it gets to abuse Itelli at 3.
And on top of all that, it gets to smash 5,000 hand traps into the deck. Great. And in case you haven't pieced it all together or you didn't bother to look at the thumbnail, it's P.U.N.K Therion. This is possibly one of the most frustrating decks I have ever played against in all of Yu-Gi-Oh! So if you too hate this deck and you want to know how to beat it, or if you're choosing violence and want to learn how to play this deck, stay tuned to the end of the video where we'll be doing a full combo tutorial and test hand to show you the lines. But with all that being said, make sure you subscribe to the channel, join the sub squad, hit the notification bell, like the video, and comment what you think the most broken card is in this deck. My take is it's the field spell, but let me know in the comment section. With all that being said, let's get into this god-awful deck team.
So starting off, we are on triple copies of Ziamin. This is your best normal summon in the deck. You can pay 600 life points and search any P.U.N.K monster from your deck to your hand. And then we are on double copies of Ogre Dance. This is basically like a discard Rhoda. You send it from your hand to the graveyard. You can search either your Ziamin or your one copy of Deer Note. When Deer Note is sent to the graveyard, you get to special summon any P.U.N.K monster from your graveyard. And then the last card is we are playing double copies of Foxy Tune. I really like double Ogre Dance, double Foxy Tune. I think 3 of either is more bricky than it is not. But Foxy Tune will pitch itself and then another card from your hand to special summon any P.U.N.K monster that is not level 8 directly from your deck. And then speaking of directly from the deck, we're playing triple copies of Itelli.
You hate to see it. My favorite part is imperming the Ziamin so that then they pass turn. That's my favorite play.
Activate Itelli.
Better have it.
We put up a ton of decks with this engine in it, and I really think that this is one of the best, if not the best engine in Yu-Gi-Oh! Right now. Emergency Teleport at 3.
Was a mistake!
Yeah, probably the last time you're gonna see this.
I think it's garbage. Put it back to 1, or actually, just ban it. It was really nice as a collector's rare, but I think it's had its time, and I'm done with draw phase Itelli. Yeah, no.
This engine is basically like a first turn grass. Like, it's 9 cards getting milled to the graveyard. It's a little ridiculous. For our Therion package, we are on double copies of Regulus.
Yo, I hate this guy. He sucks.
Double copies of our Lily Borea.
She sucks too.
1 copy of Bull and 1 copy of our Reaper.
Ugh, imagine playing commons. Couldn't be me.
We're on triple copies of our Argo system, double copies of our Therion Disc Coliseum, and then double copies of Therion Charge. In testing, I found that I really like these ratios. All of the Therion monsters have the effect where they can target a Therion monster in your graveyard or another monster with the same type as themselves, special summon themselves, and then equip the monster from the graveyard. They also all have secondary effects, and while they are equipped, they apply those secondary effects to the equipped monster as well. So it's kind of like a 2-for-1.
Oh, yes. Why have one effect when you can have 2 and have them all do the thing of the other thing that they do? That seems totally fine.
Regulus is our negate because whenever your opponent activates a card effect, you can send a Therion monster card from your hand or field to negate it. Lily Borea sends any card from your hand or field to the graveyard to search any of your Therion spells and traps. Bull pops one of your Therion cards and 1 card your opponent controls, so it's really good at going second. Reaper is your double-sided compulse, and for anyone out there maybe wondering why we are not playing the psychic one, even though it has a ton of synergy with the punks, it has no actual effect, so there's no point in playing a card that's basically just a brick in our deck. The reason we're playing triple copies of the engine and only 2 and 2 is because this is Foolish Burial, or it has the additional effect where if it's in your graveyard the turn you didn't activate the Foolish effect, you can target itself and then any other Therion card in your graveyard, place one of them on the bottom of your deck, and then add the other one to your hand. So it's really just like a really good engine cycling piece.
It's an endless engine, if you will.
Wow.
I'm here all week.
Disc Coliseum is literally just one of the most broken field spells ever printed.
You think Mystic Mine is bad? I'm gonna be honest. I too hate Mystic Mine, but I honestly think this card is worse because you're allowed to attack and you're allowed to do things, but guess what? Anytime you do any of those things, your opponent is plussing off of it.
On activation, it adds any of your Therion monsters from your deck to your hand. If any monster you control would be destroyed by battle, you can send a Therion card from your deck to your graveyard or an Endless Argo system and protect it instead. Or if your monster is actually destroyed by battle, you can just add a Therion monster from your graveyard back to your hand.
That's so stupid.
Yeah, literally just like get you any resource, every resource. It's ridiculous. And then 9 times out of 10, the card that I am always searching off the Lily Borea is our Orchestrated Return, aka Therion Charge. By sending 1 Therion card except for Therion Charge or Endless Argo system from your hand for face-up spell and trap zone to the graveyard, you could draw 2 cards.
Great. Not only do they have 17 broken cards, they also get to draw 2. That seems really great. Also, I literally just noticed that Kit is literally sitting on the front of this card. She's like a mechanic, right? Maybe she's here to fix how, broken all these cards are, right? Make them balanced, Kit. Fix them.
And then moving off to the cards that should all probably be back on the ban list, or if they weren't there in the first place, they should probably be there now. We are playing 1 copy of Foolish Burial, 1 copy of Called by the Grave because we absolutely hate this card, and then 1 copy of Jet and 1 copy of Fairy Tale Snow.
Yo, I hate Snow. I almost said a word that I can't say on this channel, Kids Show, but man, hate snow.
And then for Logan's favorite part of the deck, we are on triple copies of Ash.
Forehead, not feet.
Probably the best hand trap ever printed. The one copy of Driver, obviously, and then triple copies of Gamma.
We put Driver first because he's the most important.
Insane. We are opting to play the one copy of Ghost Ogre. It may feel a little weird, but it is a card that you can E-Tele out of your deck, and it does activate on field. So if you have an E-Tele left over after your combo, you have an additional interruption with Ghost Ogre.
Yeah, you know, your board's not enough. Why not just have an E-Tele on top of it for a Ghost Ogre?
This deck does mill 9 cards, so one of the cards that is insane to mill, especially because everyone is playing Adventure, is the one copy of Token Collector.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't disrespect Sword Soul like that. There's still 7 of us playing that deck.
Bro, in the main deck, get at me. And then we're on double copies of Effect Veiler because we are playing the Selene Access Code package and double copies of Infinite Impermanence.
This personally, for me, is what I think makes the deck absolutely broken. It can play over 10 hand traps, and I only have to do with Regulus, the, Walking Omni Negate, the field spell that says if you do anything inconvenient, don't worry, you can just plus 1 or 2 off of it, and then they have a draw 2 spell. It's totally fine. Who needs Engage, am I right?
And not only are there so many things to worry about in the main deck, but let's get to the extra deck and showcase why this deck is even more frustrating. This card's super generic, so we are just playing the one copy of Lambda. It actually comes up a lot in this deck where you can search Gamma.
La ba 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 bumba.
The one copy of Crystron Needlefiber, soon to be banned.
Hate to see it.
The one copy of Lina, this card is literally insane, just helps you OTK. The one copy, as we said, of Selene, this is a spellcaster, you can make this, which is really insane. The one copy of Unicorn.
Yo, are we a budget building deck now? Bro, we got the alt art out? You know it's bad, we're running out of cards.
We are, bro, and then the one copy of Access Code.
We definitely took him out of a different deck for this, don't worry. We did opt to go a little link heavy in the extra deck for this, just because, D-Barrier is a card this format in games 2 and 3. Your opponent is always going to be putting D-Barrier in, and well, we need a way to play around D-Barrier, and Access Code is kind of a kill button. So you know what? Play those cards, get to Access Code, kill your opponent anyway through D-Barrier. That's literally it.
And for our Synchro package, we're on the one copy of Formula Synchron, pretty self-explanatory.
Draw 1, quick sync.
The one copy of Shooting Riser, send 1, quick sync.
Damn, he's at 1, guys, watch out.
The one copy of our Chaos Ruler, this card is literally getting banned. This card is absolutely
good.
So OP, dude.
He deserves it.
This card is so broken.
Yeah, just send 5, do whatever you want.
The one copy of our Hot Red, the one copy of Baron, and then our one copy of Chen Ying.
Sweetie, it appears you got lost. You're not supposed to be in this deck. You're supposed to be helping me, not these stupid Machine Earth losers.
And then moving on for our main win cons, we're on the one copy of Psychic and
Punisher.
Punisher.
You didn't have win cons already. I forgot.
And then the one copy of our Hot Red Dragon Archfiend King Calamity.
Wow, I hate it here. But anyway, I like this guy, Hot Red Archfiend Abyss. I think we're going to call him Mike and Ike. Are we down? Because he's hot red and like a Mike and Ike. We're going to call him Mike and Ike. Anyway, moving on.
And then we are playing the one copy of Zombie Vampire. This card is absolutely insane. Not only can it mill 4 cards from your deck, but it can also mill 4 cards from your opponent's deck, which can be very good because you can see the strategy, but in a graveyard-reliant format, you can also give them a lot of stuff you don't want them to have.
It can be very rewarding, but also very punishing. But hey, this is Yu-Gi-Oh, right? Gamba. Alright, welcome to the test hand and combo tutorial section of the video. This is where we show you guys a realistic 5-card test hand and show you the actual ceiling that a deck can provide with any 5 cards. This is really great for anyone learning the deck, so if you need to know the lines, it's not expected that you just know how to pick up the deck and play it, so we're here to do that for you. So we're going to cut and draw 5 cards. Wow, I forgot how to play Yu-Gi-Oh for a second there, and show you guys what this deck can do.
Alright, we'll do a few more of these, and boom.
Woohoo! Here we go!
Alright, we're gonna start off with an Imperm, really good to go second with, an Endless Argo system, one copy of Xiamine, our copy of Bull, and oh my god, I hate this card. Alright, so we have 2 forms of protection because we're going to start off with our Endless Argo system. We're going to send a card, which will be our Therion Regulus from our deck to our graveyard. Now we can activate the Bull's effect to target the Regulus. We will special summon Bull and equip the Regulus. Now the Regulus's effect starts applying to our Therion Bull here, so if our opponent has any interaction, we literally just have a negate here. Now we're going to start off with normal summon Xiamine, activate the effect. Oh, you have Ash, I have Call By. I hate this card, dude. Anyways, play 6. This is going to search a copy of Foxy Tune from our deck to our hand.
Man, pay 6 doesn't hit quite like pay 8 feel great there.
I know, it's better, and it's less life points. We're going to activate our Foxy Tune, we're going to pitch our copy of Imperm, and then we're going to special summon. Special summon our Deer Note, and now we can just Synchro Summon.
Our Chaos Ruler, the Chaotic Magical Milling Butthole.
It'll be Chain Link 1, and then Deer Note will be Chain Link 2. We're going to target our Foxy Tune and special summon it. Here we go, team. We're going to move some stuff over, make room. We'll see 1 Dark, 1 Light, 1 Therion Disc Coliseum, 1 Imperm, and 1 Therion Charge. We're gonna obviously search our hand trap here, so we'll just put these into the graveyard, and then now we'll just take our 2 level 8 monsters and overlay them. This is gonna make our Zombie Vampire, and now we are going to detach 1 material and mill 4. Best part is if we don't hit a tuner here, typically we hit a tuner, so it doesn't
Oh,
matter.
great. It's snow.
Let's go!
I hate it here. I hate this format.
This is insane. All right, so what I was trying to say is if you don't hit a tuner, half the time your opponent's hitting a tuner, so you just take their tuner anyways. But bam. All right, man, I am so bad with these placements of all these cards. I apologize, team. So yeah, we have tuner, non-tuner. That's just needle fiber.
Got a hot, fresh can of chicken noodle soup right there for you, buddy.
We're going to activate the fiber effect. It's going to special summon our copy of Jet.
Do you know Jet's a fire? That's crazy.
Yeah, Jet should be legal, so who cares? We'll banish a copy of a light and a dark. This will bring back our Chaos Ruler here, and now we can just boom. This is gonna make our hot red, and I'm sorry, this is going to be banished since it did come back from the graveyard. Now, you have a few lines you can do here. You can save the Ghost Ogre and the Called By. You can end on this, plus you can end on the Needle Fiber to tag out with, as we said before, you have a Token Collector and you have a Snow in your graveyard. Or if you want, I think Called By is probably a little bit more impactful, so we'll pitch the Ogre to special summon back our copy of Jet Synchron. And I know it doesn't look like a very intimidating board, but this is where we're gonna pass here. We're gonna set the Call By. Have fun, opponent. Oh, it's your main phase? Amazing. We're gonna activate the Needle Fiber as soon as we get the opportunity after our opponent has priority, banishing. This is going to summon our copy of Formula Synchron. We are going to draw one card. It is very important that you know here that Formula Synchron cannot chain to its own effect if you're trying to resolve the next play. You need to wait until an open game state or until this is at least resolved to now activate the Quick Sync effect. Here we're gonna summon our copy of our Hot Red Dragon King Calamity Archfiend. Skip your opponent's turn.
We're just gonna call him Zexel.
Yeah, we're gonna Zexel. You're gonna summon Homeboy here, who's 4,000. Literally says your opponent can't play any more cards, and they can't respond to this card. And you have 4K on the board already. This is 28, and then in our graveyard, as we said, we have Collector and we have Snow. We also have our Disc Coliseum and our Endless Argo system, ensuring we have game and follow up for our next turn.
Yeah, so not only are you skipping their entire turn, but you still have the Walking Negate, you've got a Called By, you have a Snow Engrave, you have a Token Collector. I mean, if you're not winning on the crackback after this next turn, I don't know what you're doing. Wow, what a fun and interactive combo that totally didn't bore anyone to tears. I hope you're still here. If you're still here, please timestamp and leave a comment. Don't forget to comment the most broken card in this deck for me. It's the Field Spell, but we hope you guys, yeah, it's also e-telling. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We wanted to at least educate you guys on what this deck is doing, because you know what, even if you don't like the deck, you should still know what it's doing, because guess what, it's pretty darn present in this format. But with all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching this video. We love you, you matter, and make sure you go check out all these cool videos over here. Wow, tomorrow's a new set release. Wow, maybe we'll have a video up, I don't know. Bye.